Do you have to believe in God to do the 12 steps? No. Simple answer is absolutely not. We go again. Okay, so this episode, one second. What am I doing today? Oh, do you have to believe in God to do the steps? Like, I don't know whether me deleting these last two videos or having to restart or doing this is a higher power moment. What is the universe trying to tell me? I don't know. That's going to be in my thoughts all night. I'm probably not going to get some sleep now because I'll be like, what is the universe trying to tell me? What is the universe trying to tell me that I deleted the videos? You know what I mean? Anyways, okay, so do you have to believe in God to do the 12 steps? No. Simple answer is absolutely not. You do not need to believe in God. Now, when I say God, for me, how I perceive it is when I think of the word God, I automatically think of religion. I think of control. I think of a man in the sky, and when I start thinking like that, I'm just like, no. First of all, why does it have to be a man? Don't understand that. Don't know why society has made us think like that, but that's a whole different topic in itself. But since I've been in recovery, I now understand that it can be, and I've said it in a few episodes before, that God can be replaced by good orderly direction. So if you continue to do good behaviors, so if you behave in a good orderly direction, then slowly but surely you'll see those changes, because you're changing away from the defects that you used to live and breathe in addiction, like the bad choices that you made, etc. And you start implementing your assets and you lean into those assets. So you lean into your good behaviors and the things that are going to be good for your life. That's when you start seeing those changes. It's inevitable, really. So no, you don't at all have to believe in God. It's a spiritual program, and they say it in the cards when you're at an NA meeting. They say that it's a spiritual program. You can come from any religion, though. You can be religious to do the 12 steps, and you can tap into whoever your God is, whether that's Allah. I was gonna list a load of gods then, like I know. I feel like I should know these. Allah is for Islam. Obviously God. And there's Jesus, Son of God. You got all the Hindu. Oh God, why has my mind gone blank? Yeah. Anyways, as you can tell, I am not religious in the slightest. I also have, I feel like I need to start all over this again, but you know what, it's just, I think I need to be a bit more me when I am in these when I feel like I need to be more me when I'm in these modes. So today I have been in crazy mode, and it's definitely coming through in this video. Yeah, my head has been scatty as fuck. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's what it was saying for me to slow down. Right, anyways, so you don't need to believe in God to do the 12 steps. You do, however, need to believe in a higher power and need to get faith in a higher power. So step one, you realize you are powerless over your addiction. So step one is you find out that how powerless you are over a substance, your drug of choice, drugs, alcohol, whatever it may be, gambling, sex, etc. And then for you to get out of step one, you need to start implementing or start believing in a power greater than yourself. Because when you first come in, you're currently running on self-will. Now, self-will for us addicts has always gotten us into trouble. We listen to our first thoughts, we do exactly what we want to do. We don't really think of the consequences, we just do. And that's us running on self-will. Whatever our head's telling us to do, we just do it. So, and then in addiction, obviously that voice becomes so much louder. And even when you want to stop using and you don't want to pick up, or you don't want to go out, or you don't want to do something because you know you're gonna either, like, for instance, for myself, like I used to have like no money, but I'd get payday loans to make sure I'd be able to go out. I knew that was a bad idea, but I'd still do it because I didn't know how to listen. I didn't know how to listen to that conscience of mine. Like, I didn't know how to listen to that feeling of, this is a bad idea. I would always run with that first thought. So me, throughout my step work, had to start believing in a power greater than me. And I've said this multiple episodes that it changes on a daily basis with me. Like, it can be the universe, it can be Allah from Islam, the religion that I've been brought up with. It can be the energy in the rooms, etc. But I do completely have faith that there is something, I don't know what it is, that I can put my faith in, and trust that, right, if I so it's like, if I basically, I put my trust in this thing, whatever it may be, and things will work out no matter what it is. When I going back to like my first thoughts and stuff like that, and then that conscience thing. So another thing as well is, like, I started to believe and I started to feel like my conscience waking up. And that, when people say your gut feeling, I think I used to have that a lot, but because my addiction was so loud, it quietened that gut feeling, and it really numbed that gut feeling, and it numbed that consciousness down so much. Whereas now, through the step work and through the program, I've learned to really get myself in tuned with that feeling. So when things don't feel right, I really listen to that, and I take a step back and I start to listen. Right, why am I feeling like that? For instance, I'm viewing houses at the moment, right? And usually there was a house that I'd seen, and I know my old self. If I was in my old mindset, I would have just put an offer down straight away, and I wouldn't have even thought about it. And I would have just gone, because speed. And I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now I really have to, like, take things in. I have felt something slightly off, and I've really leaned into that. I've slept on it, woke up, I didn't want to put an offer down. And I trust in the fact that there is a reason why I've felt like that. Do you know what I mean? There's situations where I've been in friendships, or even my past relationships in recovery. Like, I just, like, my past relationship that I had, I'm somebody that will stay in a relationship, and I will fight for that relationship, and I will ignore the red flags. I will ignore, because I want to fix things. I want to, like, it's part of my defects. Like, I always want to fix the situation. But this time around, by doing the steps, I really was able to be in tune with the fact that like things aren't right. I know that things aren't right, and I was looking at all the signs and everything like that, and I wasn't ignoring it. So all of that stuff to me is God. Like those signs of me like feeling a certain way, and me like actually listening to that stuff instead of ignoring it, and instead of trying to work in my defects, I started to work into my assets. And I got out of that relationship, and it was like, it wasn't a bad relationship or anything like that. It just wasn't right for me, and I didn't stay in that relationship longer than I needed to be in that relationship with, and that's huge for me. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is you don't need to believe in God at all. It's just about having a faith that there is a power greater than yourself, and really lean into your conscious, when they say like God consciousness and that gut feeling. I think those are the two things that I really lean into now, and I've just got this all complete faith that everything will be okay. Obviously I get stressed sometimes and I get anxious and all of that stuff. Like those things aren't going to stop just because I've got faith in that everything's going to be okay. But I'm able to get out of that stress and that anxiety a lot faster because I get acceptance around things. So that comes with practice of getting in tune with yourself, learning about those feelings that you get inside, what the negative feelings and positive feelings and stuff like that. You learn how to do that through the program. But then also, if you are religious, then my advice would be, if you aren't already, like learn more about your religion, learn more about how to practice and how to get in tune with your God of your understanding. Because it's a beautiful thing. Like it's beautiful. Like, to be fair, I've always been quite a spiritual person as well. So I've always been that spiritual person. I've been a bit of a hippie and everything like that. So I think when I gave myself the time and I gave myself the allowance to really get in tune with that side of me, because I've got rid of the drugs that was clouding everything, it's quite easy for me to feel that stuff. But like I said, I don't know, it's definitely not a man in the sky, because first of all, it wouldn't be a man. But that's my personal opinion. So yeah, I'll leave it there.